Hey friends, it's me, Micah. This is the Homestead bandwagon in the barn today. Gonna do a comparison between my favorite everyday carry, which is the Milwaukee Fastback. Wow, it's got a screwdriver and a utility knife. Boy, that's fast. And even a bottle opener on it, It's got a bottle opener on it. Klein Tools just came out with their Flickblade. Pretty cool. I've been carrying it around for a week. Let's compare them and see which one is the best. Okay, so let's get in this thing. So this is a Milwaukee Fastback. I love this tool so much that I just bought 3 more of them. The idea here is you have a quick release button. You can pop out your utility knife. I use a utility knife every day at work. And then you've got this convenient screwdriver. Look at that. Phillips head. Pop it out. Real easy, isn't it? Flathead. How cool is that? Fold it up. You got a bottle opener. You can clip it on your pants. I always take these off and fold this away. And there we go. Goes in your pocket. Clip it on a lanyard. Whatever you got to do. So very convenient. Basically every day I carry this. I carry my Knipex Mini Cobra. And I carry a little flashlight. And I tell you, using these 3 things, I recently completely rewired a sub panel and installed a 70 amp service with just this stuff. I love being able to just get things done easily and effectively. But has this Milwaukee Fastback been dethroned as my favorite utility tool by this here Klein Tools Flickblade? Well, we'll show you some of the things that are the same, some of the things that are different. So Flickblade, same deal. Pop it out. Look at that. You've got a utility knife. Both of them also have a little wire stripper, which I just cut the wires here, but okay, you can strip wires there. And I will say right off the bat, I've been carrying this around for a week. Whatever blade Klein's using on these is really nice. So I loved that right off the bat. Flips open just like the Milwaukee does, but it does do some things that the Milwaukee does not. One of them is it locks in this position here, so you can get in and kind of get some angle, whereas the Milwaukee, no angle, just clips out like that. So that was something that was kind of neat. And then of course you have your screwdriver. Okay, so this one just comes with a Phillips head. Okay, the Milwaukee, has a flippable bit here with a Phillips head and a flathead. But you can pull this out and it's impact rated, so you can plug it into that guy. So that's a kind of cool idea. And you can take that out, still pop it in here, so we can be using this while we're using this. And it folds away if you don't need the extra extension on it. What both tools will also do is you can kind of, let's close this, put them at half mast. It's not locked in, but it can help you get a little extra zhuzh on whatever you're doing. They'll both do that. Okay, so that's the basic function of these tools, and they match each other up pretty well. They both do the same tricks. I do think it's kind of neat having the utility value of, hey, having a bit holder here, and it holds everything in with magnets. How do those work? So it's all magnetic, whereas the Fastback is using a ball detent to hold in your bit. They both hold very well. Both great little tools, and listen to this if you can hear it. This thing really clicks in when it's locked, which that thing's locked in. So I love Klein Tools, which means I'm going to love this tool way more than my Milwaukee, right? No. I've been running around with this thing for a week. Why do I love the Milwaukee Fastback better than this Klein Tools Flickblade? Well, I'll tell you right off the bat, when I took this thing out of the package, This feels like a bar of soap. The Milwaukee's is pretty smooth plastic too, but for whatever reason, it's a little grippier in the finger, which to me is very important. I drop things a lot, and when you're flicking a blade out like this, it'd be really nice not to have that blade go flinging across the shop and spearing one of your coworkers. The flicking action feels pretty similar on both of them. This one feels like it kind of clunks out a little bit more, whereas the Milwaukee just snaps in, but you know, whatever, I'm not gonna be picky about that. The big thing that I like about the Milwaukee over the Klein though, is the bit. I like having a two-sided bit. I like having a flat head and a Phillips head. It really comes in handy. You're not supposed to use these as a pry bar, but sometimes you get in there with your flat head and loosen up something a little bit. With the Klein, that's just not a possibility. There is nothing you can use to pry with. You know, if they gave you a bottle opener, like I've used this to pry things open too, at least that gives you something, but there's nothing here. So there's, in my mind, a little less utility value. Beyond this feeling like a bar of soap, the plastic on it, boy, I'm gonna really sound like a baby here, but has some kind of sharp edges. Now you'll wear these away over time, but you know, if you get into this thing and grab it real hard, it's cutting up your hands, that's a wicked bad day. I do like that action though, being able to get in at a good angle with the knife. The other thing that the Klein doesn't have, that the Milwaukee does have, is the Milwaukee has a little hidey hole here. It's kind of hard to see, where you can hold on to an extra blade. It holds on to it. It's built in. It's meant to be doing that. I'm not like hacking this tool or something. And you go through these blades a lot. You know, they both have a quick release like this, so you can, whoops, real quick, isn't it? Where you can switch the blade out. But if you've used these blades, you go through them fast. So having this storage compartment is really, really nice. Klein has the room for it in here. They just opted not to do it, I guess. And it is a nice looking tool. It feels good, except for it feels like a bar of soap. You know, you could certainly wear down these edges. And then their big shtick here, you know, having this piece here that you can put in to your impact makes no sense to me in reality. If I have my impact, I already have my bit holder. You know, this tool doesn't go anywhere without the bit holder on it. So why do I care about having another bit holder? If I've got this tool out, I probably have my other tools out. And then just having a Phillips head really, really, really irritates me, because I need a flat head a lot. Now you could, you know, in theory, you know, carry a little flat head bit around in your pocket, right? I guess, but it's not like there's anywhere to store it. So you're gonna be carrying that around in your pocket, you're gonna lose it. Now you can use longer bits on this one, right? There's room to store this with longer bits on it, but again, what's the point? Now, could you put a double-sided bit in this? Let's say you cannibalized your Fastback, took your double-sided bit and jabbed it in there. It'll go in there. I can't guarantee it'll hold on to it, because this uses magnets to hold the stuff. And there's just not a lot of meat on these bits to magnetize to. And you would lose your big fancy trick by having the bit extension or the bit holder on there if you put a double-sided bit in there. And I really haven't found a bit that would work. The Fastback one actually was the first one I found that fit in here well. I tried to take out the bit from this 11-in-1 Klein, which has a ball retention on it. And this thing just spins in here. It doesn't even fit. So that wasn't a solution. And then the last thing that really kind of annoyed me about this Klein tool Flickblade is putting away your screwdriver. Let's get some light on here. So here's this little metal guy that you push aside to close this. You really got to smash your thumb in there to get it. This one, look at this Milwaukee. There's a lot of surface area here to release that frame lock. And you can reach it from outside. It sits just a tiny bit proud enough that it's really easy to close. Whereas this Klein, you gotta really dig your finger in there and opening this thing and closing it over and over really wears me out. So what can I say? Klein had a really cool idea here, but the Milwaukee reigns supreme. I love this Milwaukee Fastback. Milwaukee, you feel free to send me like 50 more of these because I keep one in the truck, I keep one in my pocket, I keep one in the barn, I keep one on the workbench. I have one everywhere because this thing is so stinking useful and just has all the stuff that you may need on a daily basis to just do little maintenance items. Okay, that's it. We will see you all later. Thanks for hanging out with me.